How do you show that f of x is equal to the sum of its Taylor series? If f of x equals big T sub n of x plus big R sub n of x, where big T sub n of x is the nth degree Taylor polynomial of f, and big R sub n of x is the remainder of the Taylor series, then we must show that the limit as n approaches infinity of big R sub n of x equals 0. State Taylor's inequality. If the absolute value of the nth plus 1 derivative of f of x is less than or equal to big M for the absolute value of x minus a is less than or equal to d, then the remainder of big R sub n of x of the Taylor series satisfies the inequality. The absolute value of big R sub n of x is less than or equal to big M over open n plus 1 close factorial times the absolute value of x minus a to the power n plus 1 for the absolute value of x minus a is less than or equal to d. Write the Maclaurin series and the interval of convergence for each of the following functions. 1 over 1 minus x equals the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of x to the power n. Big R equals 1. For e to the power x, the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of x to the power n over n factorial. Big R equals infinity. For sine x equals the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of open -1 closed to the power n times x to the power 2n plus 1 over open 2n plus 1 close factorial. R equals infinity. For cosine x equals the sum of n equals 0 to infinity of open -1 close to the power n times x to the power 2n over open 2n close factorial. R is equal to infinity. Big R is equal to infinity. For the inverse tangent of x, the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of open -1 closed to the power n times x to the power 2n plus 1 over 2n plus 1. Big R equals 1. For the natural log of open 1 plus x closed equals the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of open -1 closed to the power n minus 1 times x to the power n over n. Big R equals 1. Write the binomial series expansion of open 1 plus x closed to the power k. What is the radius of convergence of this series? If k is any real number and the absolute value of x is less than 1, then open 1 plus x closed to the power k equals the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of k and n times x to the power n, which equals 1 plus kx plus k open k minus 1 close over 2 factorial times x squared plus k open k minus 1 close open k minus 2 close over 3 factorial times x cubed plus ellipsis. The radius of convergence for the binomial series is 1.